Okay, we'll boot it back up. Like the usual. I thought I got straight for the game, but now it just put me in here. So we'll just go set everything up. Still look the same. So let me put up the music. Hey everybody, this is Steven. You could call myself the KC Game. We are back to Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. So I know I expected like this might be changes around here exactly, which is I'm on the desktop, not in the main game itself. I'm more like curious like what would happen if I had to open back up. Well, apparently like when I open back up, it somehow leads to one of those desktop, which kind of really strange, and I'm not sure how the hell's going the stuff works exactly. Like, even though this might be a game and all that, nothing like from the originals, like you had to go to the web browsers to look through the files and everything. Like this one, for example. I mean, apparently there's like something really changes right here. I mean, except the part that the date somehow like changes. I think the date somehow changes when I like you boot it back up. It's kind of really strange for now. And there may be some more around here, but cause I'm not sure. And I know there's a like open and delete button, which I'm not sure why I did not know this was something like this happen. But still, like now that I can't even like open up. But one thing for sure, like I can like delete one of those save files, I think. But I didn't know there's like a delete button for no reason. But I better realize not to mess up the character files, because if I do, it's gonna be good. So the best way is to just leave it be exactly. Which kind of really strange for that, because there's a file there in the game browsers, well, in the game itself. So it's kind of really strange stuff, not exactly. But even then, this is quite really improvement stuff. And of course, they got the desktop already here. Not because I'm being weird or that. Now there's just everything just only like full screens and everything. But there's some mysteries I don't know is the mail, which I never had that mail. I'm not sure, maybe very important, like some kind of lore in Doki Doki Literature Club. Everyone started theorizing everything from the videos, almost like 5 years, I think. Yeah, it feels almost like. I mean, I playing it for almost like 5 years or something like that. Ever since when I started making YouTube, which kind of really strange. The time went really that long, does it? How did I even change myself? My golly. But there's something else from the setting. They said data collected. I'm presuming it's something to do for like trying to get things like completed, like get all these pictures, music, etc. like that. Like this picture, for example. There are tons of those. I might be able to get one of those. And of course, you got CGS, which is kind of like a cutscene images. And there's some secrets. I presume it's considered for like those secret poems when you do go for Act 2. There's a background with most like the scenery, what can take place exactly. And there's the other ones is called sketches and promos. But apparently there's some kind of secrets, like if you look through whole things around here or just go randomly like search around in areas or something. But what really curious I want to know is the side story, which is something to do for like story of friendship, which is nothing something to do from the main game itself. But it says also is to get all 6 side stories is try writing poems with different characters. Meaning I had something to do for like one person that I had to write with and try to like hang out with them more often or something like that. I think it had to be triggered from Act 1, I presumably, because Sayori is the only one that had to be there, because she can't be the actor because Monika deleted her. So yeah, it's on the past and everything. But I forgot to mention, I told you this before, because this game somehow now available on console, which is on Nintendo Switch and PS4. I'm not sure, it's not the only day I got. I mean, I got that from Steam, so I basically just want to play it on Steam, because why not? It feels like I'm back in the old days, so I'm still playing Doki Doki Literature Club, like myself. I still like Sayori a lot. So, I'm more like checking out what this, those side story does exactly. And it maybe had something to do for like, if I unlock some of the characters, for like writing those poems exactly. So, it maybe wise we'll have to pick up for sure. And to mention for sure, like it did something to like safety effects from the originals. like do for like different kind of endings. Like if you play normally to the very end, then something might happen, or do the other way around. It's like to hang out with girls more often. Like you can like restart the save files like back in the game, and that explains why you have like tons of save files as well. That might be recommended if you like save more often instead of like go one thing at a time. So yeah, so we're gonna have to check out the side story. Maybe from now on we're just gonna go back to the main one. So we're going for part 1, which is Trust, with this one with Monika and Sayori. I'm not sure if something might be important, so let's just see. Begin this side story? Yes. What's gonna really strange is this is kind of like the story between the girls not meeting. And of course, they got a new background music, which is kind of really strange. Like, once it's not like this before. Oh, this is new. This is kind of different kind of scenery. And upstairs and everything. We got a classroom, and it looks a bit pitch dark. Because it's morning, so it sounds like rising. Okay, there's Monika. Get that's how it starts out exactly. And it's been 1 minute, I'll talk it for a bit, so this is probably new, and of course I can't do save and load as well, because you only followed me, so anyways.
Okay everyone, the Legend Club is starting. Let's all have a seat and take attendance, okay?
Oh, is it like, at the start of the Little Club? Oh my god, this music. It feels like, almost like Reality, one of those Monika's songs, I think. Maybe she's singing it, so. Oh, it just can't sound like from the main menu. I don't know who made the music, that's totally amazing.
Hi, Mr. Big Club. Who knew it would be so difficult to start a new club?
Yeah, it did take place like before then. I mean, it says it on the day of the main game. Well, I mean, who knows? Maybe it's up to something.
I feel worse when every day that passes without anyone coming in. I'm really starting to lose confidence.
Monika is the only member of the Legend Club.
Really?
Monika's the only person here. In the days that have passed, all of her efforts to recruit new members have been fruitless.
Am I going about this wrong?
Monika glanced at one of her flyers. The headline is, "Do you like literature?"
Maybe nobody is into literature enough to pick it over their other club interest. I can't just rely on people liking literature. I need to sell them on a vision. A vision. But what kind of vision?
Monika rested her head on the desk, deep in thought. But before she realized it, the recent nights of staying up too late started to catch up to her. So quiet, and the noise of the air conditioner is soothing. That's really interesting. And it's starting to get pitch black.
Hello?
Is this Sayori? Oh god! I don't know what happened, it just flashed for a second. Suddenly, a voice caused Monika to snap awake. Ah, it's like their first meeting then?
Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. I never do this. Is this a nappy club?
That's what Sayori was saying. I mean, what the protagonist said, like, is there a napper coming along here? Like, sorry, like, really?
No, this is...
Monika paused, sounding best to admit that this is in fact the Legend Club.
This is the Legend Club. Yay! I thought I got it wrong for a sec. I'm super sorry. It was like so unprofessional of me to do that. Don't apologize. I do that all the time. Oh? Did I miss the club meeting? Where is everybody? Well, about that. This is everybody.
I mean, of course, Monika is the only one. I mean, it's almost like the start of a new day, or something like that. A brand new day for Legend or something like that. Not the mod part. I'm not going to bring back that mod there. Which I'm not curious, I'm not going to bring that mod here in the actual plus one. I don't think that'll be possible, so... what can you do?
Really? Just you? But we're getting more members. I'm working really hard on it. Hold on a second. If it's just you, that means I get to be a vice president.
Really? Really, Sayori? So that's the reason why you call yourself vice president?
Wait, vice president? What are your qualifications? Well, I'm better at napping than you. Maybe I should be president. Now you're just making fun of me. Oh, I'm sorry. What was your name? Sayori? Okay, Sayori. Been trying really, really hard on this club. I know you caught me at the weird time, but it's really disheartening to not be taken seriously. You know? I care so much about this. I just want to find other people who do too. Oh no. I'm so sorry. I don't care. I promise. I have a hard time being serious, that's all. I didn't mean for it to hurt you. And I was joking about the vice president thing too. I will make a terrible vice president. I mean, I'm sure of that.
Monika trying to say something assuring, but it's difficult when she still doesn't know much about Sayori.
I'm sorry that this isn't like a real club yet.
I mean, so many hard words, like redo dialects, everything, which understandable. Like, you don't have to redo it everything as much as you wanted to. You don't want me to read it for you. You are just gonna skip forward and do something for it. Trust me, you will not know what's coming to you.
Would you still be interested in joining after I found a few more members, at least? Well, no. I want to join now. Really? Yeah, it sounds like a lot of fun.
Really, Sayori? No wonder why you call yourself vice president.
Besides, I can tell how hard you've been working. You're doing something amazing and you should be proud of it, you know? So let me help you turn something stressful into something fun. If nothing else, I'm good at that, so... Honestly, how could I possibly say no to that? That's really sweet of you, Sayori. Oh, I'm Monika, by the way. Monika! That's such a cool name!
There'll always be Monika.
Oh, now you're just trying to cheer me up. But you're smiling! Well, I didn't say it didn't work.
Monika glanced at the flyer on her desk and realized that her name is already written on it.
So what do we do first? Well, it's getting pretty late, isn't it? We can go home and try to come up with some ideas to recruit club members. I can do that! Cool! And I think I need to put some more thought into my vision for the club.
No more, I'm curious. I wonder what happened between Yuri and Doki joining.
You know, like a mission? My mission is to make everyone happy. Yeah, something like that. I had to think about it. Hey, do you like hugs? I guess so.
Sayori suddenly pulls Monika into a friendly hug. Then let's go.
Some people can't just really use a hug sometimes. Besides,
Sayori whispers loudly.
Phew, hug energy is what gives me at the best. Hug energy.
Monika laughs. Although Sayori is very difficult for her, Monika feels her spirit lifted. Maybe it's just because she finally found another club member. But
Well, I'm looking forward to tomorrow then. It'll be fun. Yay! I'm excited! I'm gonna think really hard tonight about how to get more people. Yeah, me too.
so that's how it happens? Is that really it? The day has passes. The time has come for the Literature Club. Monika and Sayori to reconvince. My god, that'll take a long time, isn't it? Plus, it's kind of like a difficult music, which is interesting. As president, Monika ensured that she is the first to arrive to the club room. But she finds herself waiting longer than expected for Sayori.
It's been 10 minutes already. Maybe Sayori changed her mind about joining? No, that can't be. She was excited yesterday. But I'm getting kind of weird.
Suddenly, Sayori comes bounding through the door. In her hand, she holding a sheet of paper.
Sorry I'm late. I'm here. It's okay. Welcome back. And
Sayori spins over to Monika and deposits the sheet into Monika's desk. What is it?
Oh, what's this?
Oh, one of the poems? This is the new poem there. Take my hand. Take my hand, take me forward. Take me to your dreamland. Caution me to watch my step, so I can't look back at my footprints. Climb the stairs ahead of me while I look up to you. The more I look forward, the more I look up, the more I can lend to you. If you can trust me to follow your pace, I'll trust you to set it. If you can trust me to lend you a smile, I'll trust you to return it. Take my hand, take me forward, take me to your dreamland. Well, this sounds like a song lyric, is it? But okay, but this is a new poem, unlike the originals.
Hey, this is really good. You wrote this, Sayori? Of course! Wait. No! That's the wrong side of the paper! Huh? I wasn't ready to share that yet. I'm so embarrassed.
Really? You just already showed it to me. Monika flips over the paper. Written on the other side is a list of ideas for recruiting new club members.
Oh, so this is what you meant to show me.
Wow, big mistake here, but I kinda like that poem, Sayori. Unless that might be its fun.
Well, I'm curious now. Do you write poetry often? I do, but I'm sure I'm not anywhere near as good as it is as you are. Really? I'm actually terrible at writing poetry. I've never written anything I was happy with.
Monika, how have you been look to yourself? I mean, you wrote down amazing poems as well. I don't know, shows something looks like a sign or a message, whatever you want to call it. But Monika, even though you may be the one who caused messed up the game and everything, but you are something.
Like I always read again a week after I write it, and I'm like, wow, this is so stupid. I don't know. It's like the dramatic version of me doesn't agree with the person I want myself to be. Well, something like that. Aww. You should have more confidence in yourself. You're the Literature Club president. I guess you're not wrong there. I need to, set a good example or whatever. You know, I can't envision the club doing something like that. Doing what? You know, like sharing poems we write and stuff like that. Oh yeah! I would love that! It's such a good way to learn about other people, you know? It's like we have so many emotions that we can't express to the other people, usually. But you can when it's prone, right? Yeah. I think that's helping me form a more cohesive vision for the club. So I'm glad you showed me. Well, even though it was by accident. Me too! I felt embarrassed at first, but now it feels kind of good that someone else read it. I'd like to show you more in the future. I love that. Oh jeez, I get distracted. Do you want to go over this recruitment brainstorm together? My brainstorm's so hard!
Do you, Sayori? Because you have a hard time some kind of mental motions?
It was like a brain hurricane. My brain is natural disaster. Sayori, that's terrible. Anyway, let's take a look at the list. Make cupcakes?
That's why Natsuki comes in, right?
I was hungry. But good idea, isn't it? Let me think about this. I mean, when will we have a chance to give people cupcakes? You know, like when it comes to into club. Whenever we said we had free cupcakes on the flyers. I'm kind of worried I would bring in the wrong kinds of people, you know? Wrong kinds? People will come just for the cupcakes and then leave. Nobody will do that. That would be mean.
Well, they would. Like myself, for example.
But you know, I want to find people who are really into literature. Even if they don't know it yet. Let's see, the next thing on the list. Hunt for people reading books.
Really? Why hunt for people reading books? That's not like Yuri, is it?
I don't think I get it. Like going around school and finding people who are reading books, you know? Like in the morning or during lunch. if we tell them to check out the Ledger Club. Well, the problem with that is like, wouldn't most people reading books just be doing it for assignment or something? How will we know if they're just reading for their fun? Well, we couldn't ask them. But then we'd be bothering people who are trying to do schoolwork. I didn't think about that part. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. You're coming up with a lot more things than I can. Oh, your next idea is to hand out flyers rather than just put them up on the wall. I'd definitely like to start doing that. I'm useful. I never said you weren't. I just need to think. What will we tell people when handing them out? I don't want it to just be like, join the Leisure Club.
Maybe something like very motusic or something motivation.
Let's figure out how we can better engage people. What if you told them about the club activities stuff? What club activities? Yeah, I guess it's supposed to be my job to come up with that, right? A vision for the club. Okay, sorry. Pretend you're a normal person for a second. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. You know, like a random passerby who getting a flyer. How would you react to the idea of a Ledger Club? Probably like, Ledger stupid. I'm joining the anime club.
That sounds like me, Sayori. That sounds literally like on me. You know, protagonist would say that I'm going to the anime club or something.
What the heck? Sorry, I was just thinking of a friend of mine.
Yeah, me. Me, I'm referring to.
Okay, what if I said that we, like, do a group meeting and discuss it together? I could probably not do that. That's you, Sayori. Yeah, but that doesn't really sound fun to most people anyway. We need to really catch their interest, you know? Ugh. This sucks. Why is this so hard? Monika, don't be sad. What do you like about literature, Sayori? Me? Well, kind of what I said about the poem earlier. I think it gives you the chance to express yourself. Like, express yourself in ways you can only do when you're just doing your normal day and talking to your friends. I mean, we all have so many thoughts and feelings that we just don't get to share, you know? It's like intimidating. Yeah. How do we get that across to people? We could be like, express your true self. Be intimidated with us. Okay, that's kind of... I'm just kidding. Oh my gosh! What is it? I forgot all of my things in my classroom! I must have gotten too excited and rushed here. Silly me.
Wow, Sayori. You're not even like... lost your thoughts and everything.
Rush? But we weren't... We weren't... Ah, never mind. Did you want to get your stuff then? I'll forget if I don't do it now. Well, I'll wait for you then. Okay, it'll only take a second.
So he dashed out of the room, leaving Monika momentarily alone. Monika sighed and starts jotting her thoughts up on a sheet of paper.
Express yourself. Be who you want to be. Make new friends. Discover a new you. Discover your heart. No. Write your heart out. No. Write into your heart.
Are you trying to write something?
Write their way into your heart. Join the Ledge Club. Write their way into your heart. Wow. That's lame.
Alright. Not gonna lie, Monika. I don't think so.
Monika! You startled me. Sorry, but it's something important. On the way to my classroom, there was a girl reading a book.
Are you referring to Yuri?
Reading a book? That's how you recruit her. Wait, are you sure she's not just doing homework? I could tell she was really into it. Well, I guess we could take a look.
Monika grabs one of her flyers and stands up from her desk. Then the two depart the classroom, with Sayori leading the way. Is she in her class or something?
This way!
Oh, I also know there's a bench there. I forgot about that. I don't know they have a bench there.
You don't have to run.
So it leads Monika over to a particular classroom. It lowers her voice to the whisper.
See? In here!
Monika peers through the window. Sure enough, there's a girl sitting alone, intently reading a book. And I'm pretty sure it could be Yuri, is it?
I feel like a creep doing this. You should go inside and talk to her. Me? You're the president, and I would probably scare her away. Okay, fine, I'll do it.
Monika takes a deep breath, then timidly enters the classroom.
That was fast. Oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed.
What did you do? What did you tell her, Monika?
Why? What happened? Well, I went to the classroom, and she didn't even look up from her book. So I kind of just left the flyer on the desk, then walk out.
Really? That's all you did? Just leave it there and just walk out at the list? Can you speak well, Monika? Jeez. You have a problem with socializing everybody else. Not be trying to be so clinging on to me, Monika.
That's kind of cute. But I'm sure she'll see it and want to join the club. I hope so. Shall we head back now?
Two head back to the club room. Sayori feeling rather accomplished, and Monika still feeling a bit embarrassed by the counter. Upon returning, Monika and Sayori resumed their strategy meeting. They discussed various different kinds of recruitment tactics, from professionals to silly. After going through Sayori's list, and with Monika coming up with the ideas of her own, the two in a better spot than from where they began. So basically, they got nothing done.
Well, I would say today was pretty productive, wasn't it? Yeah! I think we're starting to make a progress. I can't wait to get some new members. Hey! What's this?
Sayori peers at the sheet of paper Monika was jotting on earlier. That's because she wrote it, right?
Oh, don't mind that. I was just thinking to myself. Join the Leisure Club. Right their way into your heart? That's so cute! I thought it was a little over dramatic. But,
Sayori paused to think for a moment.
you know, I don't think you give yourself enough credit. What? What do you mean? Like, I don't know, I feel like I can tell from talking to you today. It seems like you're always afraid of doing something wrong. Yeah, but would you call yourself a perfectionist? Yeah, I definitely am. I mean, I always have an idea in my head of how I want things to go. And it's like, I can't accept anything less than that. And I think in the end, it helps me try my hardest at everything. So I don't think it's that bad. Like, with this club, we have such an opportunity to make it into exactly how we envision it. But it feels like we only have one shot at it. So I'm just really afraid of it deviating from that vision. What's the vision?
What are you talking about, Monika?
It's...
Monika paused to think, then shakes her head to herself. She sighed.
I don't know.
The vision you talk about? Are you talking about the things you did, like messed up the games again? Or something? I don't know.
I just want everyone to...
Monika trails off. Smiling, Sayori taps her finger against the sheet of paper. Right the way into your heart.
I think what you're trying to do is to make the club that you need the most out of anyone. Well, you're the one who knows yourself best, of course. But I'm here to help you.
Monika returns Sayori's smile.
It's so amazing. How kind you are. You're really gonna make this the best club ever.
Sayori nods, and the two remain silent for a moment, lost in thought. The only sound is the steady whisper of the air conditioners. And the only movement is the afternoon sunlight, trickling its way in and out of the moving clouds. Sayori breaks the moment with a big yawn.
Time to go home? You tell me. You're the president. In that case, today's meeting is officially over. I look forward to tomorrow. Me too!
Sayori beans and ground sardines.
You can go on ahead. I need a few minutes still. Oh, I can't wait. That's alright. I just want some time, a long time. In that case,
Sayori waves enthusiastically at Monika.
good luck.
Monika smiles her way in return as Sayori spins her way out of the club room. All alone, she sighed to herself and took a minute to zone out. She wasn't prepared for the self-reflection encouraged by Sayori, but she decided it was something she probably needed right about now.
The club that I need the most. I don't get it. I just wanted to start a new club with more passion. Something that I could use to help lead people to happiness. Literature is the key to that. Because it's the window up to the real person inside of us. I don't need the person who forced to always smile, blend in. The person who forced to be perfect.
Monika suddenly noticed a folder on the floor by her desk. What folder?
Did Sayori leave this behind? I hope it doesn't have her homework in it.
Wait, Monika opens the folder to check. You didn't like do something weird, is it?
Poems.
It's a folder of poems. How many poems do you have, Sayori? Become the flower. Okay, this was new. A feeling of joy as a flower plucked from the ground. The colors, the scent, it's so pretty in my hair. Every day, I pluck some flowers as though they grew just for me. A lifetime of peace and nourishment, yanked away in an instant, all for me, all for joy. I need more. I need more joy. I need more happy. That doesn't sound like that. Okay. Yeah, just keep on down here. Pluck, pluck, pluck. As I said, every day. Pluck, pluck, pluck. So pretty in my hair. Pluck, pluck, pluck. You're going to die, and you too. Oh my God, Sayori, are you really that deep? Beneath my feet, a flower stands alone. It beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moment between my fingers. But to what ends? I look in every direction, and the field I stand in, the prosperous field, is a barren wasteland, the fruits of my labor, the carnage of my joy. And that is why I decided I must become the flower. Oh my God, Sayori, that poem there is kind of really deep. Maybe have something kind of like some kind of mental issues or something. I appreciate that because I have some kind of she has some kind of involved with depression, and anxiety, so it kind of feels like me. So
What the? Wait. Sayori?
no, that's it. And there's more that comes up. And there's part 2. Okay, so that doesn't unlock for first part then. I thought for sure you had to keep on doing it. I guess we got new music then. Dusk. Okay, this is a new song. On the Peachy Pie. It kind of sounds like Ohio Sayori. And my son, your note. It kind of almost sounds like it. It's kind of really strange. This is kind of like a new background music. But cool. So, it looks like a new pictures. And, of course, we got the different wallpapers. Finish the side story, trust 1. That's kind of interesting. Of course, it says acquire procedures. It's more like me, it's like, you need some kind of like certain requirements to, in order to get that picture or something. So I'm gonna change the picture. And it still looks the same, right? Okay, it will look different, but the sprite looks really different. That's totally amazing. I'm not. There's a lot of poems. I'm not sure how many was there exactly. This Monika's first poem. At least it's like you have to scroll reading and everything, so that's a good thing. Is there more to it then, or something? Of course, we got the scenery of like the little club room, softly lit by the morning sun. Of course, that is something. I thought for sure like there's like something else. It's like one of those like the stairway. I've never seen that before. Those have promo, but I'm not sure I can find some requirement there. Maybe I try that. We'll try that more. Like, keep going with the side stories and maybe keep on going for it. Maybe that's one for this next part for it. Trust Part 2. I'm pretty sure it's something between Monika and Sayori, so I'm pretty sure if it's so. Let's begin. Maybe this is gonna be it for this video. We're gonna look at the side story. Another day passes in the flash, and it's already time for the next club meeting. Although Monika should have come up with the plan for today's club text, she has been able to shake her guilt and anxiety after reading Sayori's poem.
I'm so stupid. How did I let myself be the center of attention? Sayori's going through these kinds of feelings, and then letting her come to me instead of the other way around. What kind of club president does that? This whole time, I didn't think to ask about her own feeling. So much for the stupid vision.
Sayori enters the club room with her usual smile. But upon seeing the downcast Monika, her smile quickly fades into an expression of concern.
Monika? Is everything okay? I'm really sorry. I'm such a terrible friend. Huh? What are you talking about? You're an amazing friend.
Monika shakes her head.
I made this all by myself. All about myself. Even you said so yesterday. You told me that I'm trying to make the club that I need the most, right? But my problems are so trivial compared to yours.
Sayori responded quietly.
What are you talking about?
But as she said that, her face darkens. Through the silence, Sayori mutters her realization.
I let my father hear.
Yep, you just did. Monika stared blankly ahead. I meant to come up with a response.
I wasn't ready to share those. Now you're worried about me? I don't want that.
Sayori, I'm worried more than you. I don't let. If anything happens, I should be one who's protecting you after what really did happen. You don't want this to get yourself getting killed, are you?
But why? We're friends, right?
Wordlessly, Sayori nods.
Friends look out for each other. I want to be here for you as much as you're here for me.
Another long moment passes in silence. The air is incredibly heavy.
This is different.
Okay, but apparently it's still a hot site for something.
It wasn't just about you yesterday. It was about the club. Besides, things were so happy yesterday. You don't need to do this all of a sudden. I don't want it. I like happy. So, if you do this, then you're just being selfish.
Monika massaged her forehead, struggling through the frustration of such a paradox. It's understandable that Sayori isn't ready to share certain things. But as unfair as it is for Monika to pry, it's also painful for Monika to force herself to ignore the needs of her friend.
I'm sorry that I disrespected your privacy. No, I don't blame you for looking. You would at least need to check if it was mine. Yeah.
Monika takes a deep breath.
Okay.
Okay, but I'm not sure if she breathed in or breathed out or something.
I understand that you don't want me to worry. And I think I'll be able to put this aside so that we can move on. But can you promise me something? Promise you what?
Monika paused to collect her thoughts.
This is the Literature Club. It's a place where people can express themselves in the ways that life normally doesn't allow them to. That's the vision. In fact, it's our vision. Right the way into your heart, or whatever. So, I just want you to promise me that you remember that too. It doesn't have to be right now, but I want to be here for you when you need it. I want us to be ourselves like that.
Sayori smiles gently.
I'll promise if you promise.
You better keep that promise. Unable to help it, Monika returned Sayori's smile.
I promise. Me too.
As the conversation closed, the mood in the room is lifted. With that behind him, it's time to proceed with the club activities.
So, wanna teach me about poetry? Huh? But what about equipment? It's fine. We have plenty of time for that.
Yeah, didn't they say for like we need at least 4 members to be official?
But right now, I feel like I want to do this. I mean, I do have to fulfill my end of the promise. You know? There's no way I could say no to that. Just don't expect much. I do a lot of writing, but it's not like I'm a scholar or anything. That's fine.
Oh my god, this music is so very... It feels like this side story feels like make me feel sad and everything. Between all those girls, oh my gosh. And of course, this music almost sounds like it came from one of those trailers I watched recently. That was totally amazing, still.
I think I just need, like, some motivation. I never know where to start when it comes to writing poems. Starting isn't so hard. You kinda just need to write down your feelings and see where it takes you. Yeah, but that wouldn't come out any good. That's supposed to. You're gonna have to fight your perfectionist mind on this one. You can just start by writing your feelings and see what kinds of things it makes you think of it. And then you can turn your feelings into a little story. You can get your feelings down first, and then make it sound pretty later. It's not like building a railroad where you go from one end to the other. It's more like a colleague where you find all the things you want to put in, and then you arrange them in a pretty way. At least that's how I did. It's not like it's the only way, but it's really a good way to not get stuck right at the beginning. I understand. Yeah, I always get so caught up in how it sounds that I forget about what's actually important.
Monika pulls out a pen and paper to start writing on.
Stop being the perfectionist. You idiot. I'm just kidding.
Monika scribbled out, "You idiot," after she writes down.
No, keep it! What? Why? Are you calling me an idiot? Of course not. But the point is that you're not supposed to police your feelings, right?
Police? You're not supposed to police your feeling? Is it like a spelling wrong or something? It's supposed to say polite or something? I'm not gonna judge it.
But as dramatic as you want? But I was just... Well, yeah.
Underneath the scribble, Monika rewrites, "You idiot." She stared at the paper. Her words stare back at her.
It's kind of funny how I wrote down what I'm mad at myself for, and then I did the exact thing anyway. This is really gonna take some getting used to. I believe in you. Thanks. I'll do too. Me, I mean. But also you, of course.
Monika continues exercise, jotting down her thoughts. It's surprisingly quite the struggle to write it without overthinking it. But after a while, with Sayori's guidance and encouragement, Monika's sheet of paper begins to look fairly lively, peppered with all of her random thoughts.
Phew!
Monika looks up and down at her sheet.
Gosh, I feel so tense looking at this. I hate it, but also kind of liberating.
I didn't mean to press the right click or something.
I can tell how hard you're trying. It makes me happy. I think you'll be good at writing poems. Don't give me too much credit. I'll have to try really, really hard at it. But I think it's something that I'll enjoy doing. With you.
Sayori beans.
I'll stop here, but we still have time. Let's try to work on a new flyer for the club. I won't be so picky about the language. Yay! Let's do it!
Monika and Sayori proceed with their work. With each passing day, the two of them become more confident in the club. Not simply from their recruitment plan, but from their vision as well. As their bond strengthens, so does the essence of the literature club. Finally, they begin to truly feel it's only a matter of time before they find more members. Is there more? Another day passes. As usual, Monika is the first one to the club room. With her is a printout of a revised literature club flyer, complete with all the new ideas Monika and Sayori come up with.
If only this was the flyer we gave to that one reading girl the other day. It's so much more attractive than the old one. But
the new catchphrase is featured clearly in the center of the flyer, where it says, "Write the way into your heart." Surely, common sense would say that one writes from the heart, not into the heart. But the message being delivered is that one can use writing to discover themselves. Hopefully, Monika and Sayori had thought that it would be enough to garner some curiosity from the students.
why do you feel so tense looking at this?
Monika thinks back to the previous meeting, where she performed the writing exercise.
Was I always this mad at expressing myself? How am I supposed to be present if I can't even demonstrate what the club is supposed to be about?
The literature club is truly beginning to take form. But with that, the weight on Monika's shoulder only becomes heavier. The big club was always about rigid structure, formulating the airtight points and counterpoints, and delivering them with conviction. It was about the person on the outside. That's why Monika was so good at it. It exists entirely within her realm of comfort.
It's suffocating. I need to break through this mental wall. I need to learn to express myself. For real.
Monika pulls out a sheet of paper and grabs a pen. She presses the tip of the pen firmly against the paper. Is she gonna write a poem? But her hands doesn't move. He didn't do anything. Instead, a tiny blot of ink collects around the tip of the pen. Monika lifts her pen and stares at the little blotch. Blotch? For some reason, she feels compelled to run her finger across it. As she does it does so. The black ink smears across the paper, ruining Monika's canvas. Spite for herself, Monika presses her pen down once again, letting the ink collect. She creates a second smear on the paper.
Come on, Monika. Just move your hand!
Monika writes. Okay, that's not even like that. All he did is smudge it over. And there's only last word says, "This is what I get for seeking perfection. A stain." Dang, Monika, you've been struggling much. You need some help. But even then, you may be the one like to try and mess up the game and everything, but all is forgiven. I mean, it's all to the past. Monika slides the paper away from her and puts her head down on the desk. Is she taking a nap again? Until Sayori pops up. The echo seems louder today.
I'm here! Hi.
Monika sees Sayori approach her desk, then stop for a second, probably reading the piece of paper. Then, she sits down in adjacent desk.
Bad day? Me too. You too?
Is that what happened, Sayori?
New flyer looks so good. You've been working so hard. On the club, but also something else, I think. I can't do it. I'm sorry. It's so hard to just be vulnerable.
Sayori takes the sheet of paper from Monika's desk. She writes something down, and then stares at it for a while.
Can I trust you? Of course. You can trust me with anything.
Sayori gazes at Monika with sadness in her eyes. Understanding the signal, Monika takes the paper from Sayori's desk and reads it. Sometimes I want to die. Wait, wasn't that the same speech I had before for Monika? But that was different. Did you roast something, Sayori?
Sayori, this is really, really hard for me.
Her voice shakes.
So if I can do it, then you can too. Because you're like a million times better than me. That's completely not true.
Sayori takes a deep breath, trying to steady herself.
That's something about me that I never told anyone before. Even now, my head is like screaming at me to stop. Wait, you don't have to force yourself. I mean, just because of the promise yesterday, I want to. It just feels right. I mean, maybe it's part of the reason I came to this club in the first place.
It's so really weird, it's just like split for a second for something.
This is Little Club. I trust you. More than I'm scared.
At those words, Monika stands up. Sayori must have taken days to work up the courage for this. When Monika owned futile, but genuine, efforts actually to push that Sayori needed, Sayori's deliberate breaths can be heard over the air conditioner. As she prepares herself to continue, Monika waits in gentle silence.
I had this problem where I get really upset when people worry too much about me. I can't control it. It's like, why waste your energy worrying about me when you can just be happy instead? So I'll never tell anyone about these kinds of thoughts I have. It's so much easier to just smile.
Didn't mean to do that.
It's so much easier to just smile and help everyone else be happy. But that's
Terrible. That's what Monika wants to say, but she stops herself in fear of saying the wrong thing. Well, can't you say something, Monika? Like, side with her or something.
It's just that if everyone knew about it, they wouldn't treat me the same anymore. Like, whenever I'm not smiling, everyone would worry about me and ask me what's wrong. I know that, because it used to be like that.
Sayori paused. Seemed to be called something in the past.
I just want everyone to be happy. That's the most important thing to me. And letting people look inside my head doesn't bring happiness to anyone.
Sayori paused again. Her solemn expression making her look almost like an entirely different person.
How did you find the courage to tell me this? You're not worried I'll be the one of those people too. I am worried. Part of me really hates myself for doing this. But another part of me, I think, just felt like it would be different this time. Whenever we talk about what the club is supposed to mean, I kept feeling like it was right for me to do. Especially after you've been trying so hard to express yourself too. It just made me feel like I could say it in confidence, and our friendship doesn't have to change. So silly. The club is the only two people, but it already means this much to me.
Monika feels a tight sensation in her heart. A feeling of connection, as Sayori's emotion radiates between them.
Me too. I was so lost until you show up. You're so brave, Sayori. You're so strong and brave. I don't even compare.
Monika stepped forward.
But if nothing else, I can at least offer you some hug energy. If you like.
No! Oh, this image. Still, that is something. Oh, man. That is so very lovely, but very sad. Oh my god. I never expected the side story was going to sound really sad. Oh my god. I fear I'm going to tear me up again. Oh my goodness. Yep, it's starting happening. Oh, you two girls, you're gonna make me feel like I'm crying right now. But Sayori, I still love you the most of it all. Oh man. You are something, aren't you? Wordlessly, and without a smile, Sayori raised her forehead on Monika's shoulder. Through the contact, Monika can almost feel the torrent of thoughts swimming in Sayori's head. In this moment, a chant by the air of the club. Monika realized that of all the days that have passed, this is one where she really hopes that nobody new walks through the door. I think I got spelled wrong. It's supposed to be like nobody new with a K on it, but I'm not gonna judge. She spoke softly.
You're like the sweetest girls I ever met.
Did the image changes? I noticed our eyes are closed. That's really strange. Maybe there's sometimes bad things, but I didn't pay attention.
You can say anything. I'll never judge you. I promise.
Sayori's breath begins to quiver. She takes several deep breaths, trying as hard as she can to start speaking, to say the things she never once dared to say it out loud. Finally, she spoke in a choked voice.
I'm so worthless.
Ah, Sayori! No, not those tears! Don't do that with the tears!
I'm worthless. You never would be better off without me.
She suppresses a sob as a tear falls down her cheek.
It's inconvenient to everyone. I'm not good at anything. It just feels like everyone just has to put up with me. And I hate it. I hate it!
The more Sayori speaks, the more she fails to control her voice, falling victim to overwhelming sadness clutching at her throat and chest.
I don't want to have these thoughts. I want them to go away. And now I'm making you put up with me, and I just want it to die.
Oh no, Sayori. Don't you dare do this to me! Don't you dare do this to me! As soon as Sayori loses her composure, Monika becomes determined to keep her own. She only wants to be what Sayori needs right now. So, she won't let any sadness show. Her voice comes through as soft and gentle.
This isn't putting up with you. It's just being your friend.
Monika offers a few words of comfort, but she knows, Sayori said herself, that the thoughts Sayori experiences are ones that don't belong. And Monika can magically make them go away. The most she can do is help Sayori battle them, like any good friend would do.
You have so much value. To me, and your other friends too. This club wouldn't have been the same without you. I really meant that. You coming here was the best thing that could have happened. Even if we never got any other members, I would still be happy. That's what you brought here. You brought us a vision, and you also brought happiness. And that's your favorite thing to do, right?
Sayori doesn't respond. Monika feels her gently nod. No more words are needed between them. The two share their embrace for a while longer. Monika letting Sayori takes as much time as she needs. Once her breathing steadies and her snuffle fully ceases, Sayori lifts her head and wipes her eyes.
I guess I need that.
After what happened with all these emotional issues and something sad is gonna happen. I mean, I really want to hug her. Even if she's a game and all that. I'm not just being weird, okay? Don't judge me.
Some days are harder than others. Well, I'm here whenever you need me. But any other time, I'll make sure that things are the way they usually are. If that's what makes you happy. Thanks. You're the best. No, you are.
The two exchange smiles.
You know, I'm sorry to bring this up with all the sun, but have you considered talking to a professional?
Sayori nods.
It's scary, since it's already too hard to tell people. Yeah. Well, of course it will always be your choice. But if you're ever looking to find the courage for it, I could do my best to help you. Thanks. I think it helps knowing that you would.
Sayori suddenly yawns and stretches.
Wow, now I may be tired. And hungry.
Yeah, not sure how long will last for the doing club meeting.
Well, I won't make you do any work today if you're not up to it for it. No, I want to! I mean, I can say that it's definitely one thing that makes me happy.
Monika smiles.
But I might want to get a snack first.
All of a sudden, the sound of the door caused the two of them to turn their heads. Oh, this is the part where Yuri comes in? The door opens halfway, then stops. A face peeks inside. A face that seems familiar. You gotta leave me behind, is it? Dang it, you're seriously gonna leave me behind. But that was totally amazing. So that's all it is for trust. My god, that's so very sad to see what's been happening. And of course, they got new music here somewhere. Hug energy. Ah, this kind of sounds nice, is it? Ah, this would feel sad. Is there new pictures around here? Well, there's no new picture about the one with the stain one. Well, there's one. Let's see from a side story trust. Oh god, this is there. Oh, you can't do a full screen for it. I'm just curious to can you make a full screen for something? But that was totally amazing. There's nothing new around here, so. But dang, that's kind of sad. Oh man. You know, I'm just gonna leave it for today. It's kind of really sad to me. I'm doing this, check out the side stories. It's kind of really sad to look at this way. I mean, between Sayori and Monika, that's already sad. I mean, it did say on what the description says, it's it's under the event of the main game. So, I don't understand. They'll probably do something like before or something like that. Who knows? But that is totally amazing for the side stories. It made me feel like my heart to start to cry. I mean, I'm about to cry right through my eyes or something, but sadly I can't, so you know how it feels exactly. But I really love Sayori like I always do. Even if she has struggling times, she maybe look just like me, not because of appearance and everything, because I had this situation problem with involving depression, anxieties and everything. I got no one else to talk to about how I really feel, and sometimes it's just hard to talk to anyone else who I can trust with. It's still kind of really hard, so she may be like me. I think we got something related, so. But yeah. But anyways, I will come back again for tomorrow, and we are going back to the where we left off exactly. I'm not sure there might be more to this, or if I keep going onwards and just play normally, like I did back then. I mean, who knows? It's not that might be happens or something. Or if I write something else, maybe that might be a trigger or something. But who knows? I mean, there's no time for it. Best way is to just gotta leave it for now. So, anyways, that pretty much for Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. If you like this video, hit that like button too. Light them up! And watch the videos or check out, and subscribe. Until then, I'll see you guys next time. Later!